Hello, it's weekly vlog. It's actually Thursday. So I was watching last week. I mentioned that I was watching the vlogs from about 4 years ago and trying to pick and choose a few things that we used to do that maybe we haven't done. But also in the mix of that, I sort of saw things that we did that we quite enjoyed that we haven't done for a while, and things that we tried that we quite enjoyed and we haven't done for a while. And I put an order in and a parcel's just turned up, so I'm going to open it now. Gemma's here, but she's just doing her nails. What are you doing to your nails?
Painting them.
It stinks, that stuff. Ugh. Fragile. This way up. This box turned up, so if the kitten will move out the way because I don't want to cut your nose off with a wine bottle opener thing. Yes, kitten will want to eat everything. I should have let Gemma open this actually. It's more exciting for Gemma to open the box if she doesn't know what I've ordered. And inside of here we have, I'll remove that because it'll probably have the address on it. Kitten, you're not helping, well you kind of helping. Beverages. I found a website selling beverages, and not just any beverages.
She's eating the salty.
She is. So the thing that triggered this, and me wanting to buy this, was I did a Google search for a beer that we tried in the Lake District.
Oh, nice.
The Japanese orange beer. And they actually sold it. So I was like, oh, I'll get a couple of bottles of that. And then it was like, well, if you sell that, what else do they sell? So I also decided to try the espresso stout from the same brewery. Some lighter beers that Gemma might like. A lemon beer from Spain.
Is it Australia Dam? It's called Dam Lemon.
I'm assuming maybe it is, yeah. Then also, why not go to Australia and have some Cooper's Brewery Original Pale Ale? And then a quick trip to America with some very dented, no seam dents, it's fine. Blood Orange Ale from Flying Dog Brewery. Of course, we are going to America in 39 days. But you know, you can never have too much. And then this one looks good. Gemma will appreciate this. The Dark Island Reserve, handcrafted and aged in whiskey casks. Well, this is from the Orkneys.
Oh, sure.
This was the expensive one. It was £10.
I was say it looks like it's an expensive one the way it's bottled.
It's got the gross top. And also, Gemma will probably not be surprised that I bought this when I saw they had it in stock.
Oh, wow.
Maduro.
I've never been able to find
Brown
it in
ale.
this country.
Yeah, genuinely the first time I've found it in this country.
And you bought how many?
2. One each.
Only 2?
Only 2. But, am I right to film you?
Yeah, of course, sure.
But, you're thinking, why did you buy beer that you're going to be able to buy in Florida? Well, in Disney it's like $9 a can.
Yeah.
In the UK it's £3 a can.
And you still only bought 2?
I still only
I can't
bought
believe
2.
you only bought 2.
Well, it was a test run because I wanted to get a load of stuff. So it was like £40 for 12 beers, like crafty. They're not super craft beers. I think the only craft breweries in there are that Flying Dog and Maduro.
Yeah.
Actually, actually, quite a few of them are craft beers. But yeah, I thought that was pretty good value. I put this order in yesterday at about 1 p.m.
Yeah, you said you'd send
something like that, and it arrived today. Can't argue with that. The website, if you're interested, this isn't a paid promotion, but the website is called Beer Sniffers.
Yes.
It's because they've got a dog on the picture. I don't want to show you because it's got our address on as well, but there's a dog on the logo. And yeah, so quite happy with that. They're in Cleveland. So this weekend, we can do, for the first time that we've not done in a while, Beer of the Week. Because we used to do that all the time.
We did.
I mean, admittedly, we still drink beer most weekends. And some of them are new.
I know she's playing with your headphones.
Oh, she's a naughty girl. So, what else are we doing this weekend?
I don't know, because the kids are on half term. So
Yeah, it's just got to be better. And the weather's horrendous. It's hailstone and all sorts.
Oh,
the battery's running out on the camera.
Actually, it's been quite nice here all day.
Yeah,
it's been quite. It
it's
was
turned
windy,
now.
but it's been sunny all day. But I've been concentrating on my nails. I've not noticed that.
What I won't be doing this weekend is ruining any more Foo Fighters songs.
She is actually chewing your headphones.
Okay. On Thursday evening, and we're continuing our Star Wars watch through, we're up to Solo. We've watched 1, 2 and 3 so far, and now we're on Solo. I quite like this film, and I love that speed. It's Friday. I'm having a nice afternoon of work. I've just about finished for the day. Look at this, new t-shirt. Because I am a member of Van Art's Patreon, he did a Patreon exclusive t-shirt, which I'm now wearing. It's very nice. A little bit tight for me because I'm a big fatty. But yeah, it's pretty good. So it's April now, which means we're going to Disney next month. Oh, we're so excited. Maybe I have not finished for work for that. But yeah, I've already started packing stuff. I say packing. What I've basically been doing this week over the course of the evenings is started digging out all my old camera equipment that we don't generally use for the daily vlog. So like the GoPro and batteries and travel guard things and hard disks. So we start here. I actually just bought a new hard disk. I'll show you. So I'm planning on using the file hub that we normally use. That's downstairs actually. I should have brought it up, but I just bought a new Seagate hard drive. This is from Amazon as usual, just because it was pretty cheap. Actually, I didn't know, but it came from Spain, so it took a little bit longer to get here than I was expected. I've also dug out our batteries. That's an Anker one. That's the one that replaced my old Anker one. I should still have a charge in, I think. Yep, still fully charged. That replaced my old Anker one that I got a full use out of before the battery started going. This one's getting on a bit now as well. Bought this just after Disneyland Paris, so... Oh, actually it's only 2 years old, so not too bad. This one I actually got free with Gemma's watch that I bought her for her birthday a couple of years back. And it's pretty cool because it's got a Qi charging connection there, so we can charge both of our watches. I wouldn't bother you with one of these if you were buying one just to charge your phone, because it's so much quicker to just plug in. But it's there, the options are. 2 new memory cards. I'm going new memory cards this year. A bit bigger than I'd normally use, 128 gig. I can do 4K on these if I want to. Still not decided whether we're going 4K 30 or 1080p 60. Yeah, probably 1080p 60 because it ain't broke and I don't fancy fixing it. I don't know why my headphones are there, my buds. There's my little American USB charger. It's General Electric branded. And I can actually now read what it says because I've got my glasses on. 5 volts, 2 amps, nothing special about that. I did buy this the other week actually. Is this phone still turned on? Yeah, hang on. So I bought this thing. This is quite fun. I actually bought this nothing to do with the holiday, but I was just picking it up, so I thought I'd have a play about with it. So if I go into this app called Printmaster, the master of printing. We'll just do light mode. Tap. Type some nice text in a very dull font and hit print. And the printer's not connected yet. And now the printer's connected. Tap to connect. Print the label. It does a little label. How good is that? It was like 32 quid. It's like some no brand that I've never heard of, but I basically wanted it for labelling all the plugs. Because we have that many plugs in the house. If I want to unplug a console, it takes me 20 minutes to figure out what it is. Blimey, that's a pause, isn't it? Yeah, I'm still watching back occasionally some of our 2018 vlogs. It's been really good as to sort of gauge what we used to do and what we do now and how things have changed. Like, I kind of thought that maybe back then some of the vlogs were better because we haven't been doing a huge amount now because we've been sort of in various different lockdowns and so on and so forth. But actually, there were weekends back then that we didn't do a huge amount at the weekend. The things I did like back then was a bit more humour in it. So we'd do things like, I did a whole skit in this vlog because we'd done dry August and we got to the end of the month and I was like cracking a beer up and it's sort of midnight on September the 1st and that made me laugh. But yeah, I think I'm a bit more confident in front of the camera now. I kind of talk to people on the camera like I'm just chatting to friends or whatever, whereas a bit stilted and a bit wooden in the past. The one thing I did notice though, looking in the garden here, is that how different the garden looks now. Obviously the fence panels aren't there, which we need to solve. But like at one point during the summer, you couldn't even see most of the back of the garden because the tree was hanging so low. And I was kind of like, oh, we had some small conifers removed, but they were pretty big trees that we had removed, and it's made quite the difference. Like, this is going to be a sun trap in the summer. Look, the fountain's back out. Put the fountain back out the other day. But yeah, I mean, we haven't finished on the garden by a long shot because we need to get it straight for summer and try and, I guess, repeat what we did last year where we had a nice space to settle out there and enjoy the sunshine. Because we really enjoyed that, so it makes sense to do it again. As for tonight, we are going to have fish and chips. I said last week, fancy fish and chips. And I was watching this vlog and we had lamb. I'm just looking at the difference of myself then and myself now, looking at my beard going, it must have been 2018, because when we first started watching these vlogs, it was the month I had beard, it has to be. When we first started watching these vlogs, my beard was like much darker and my hair was much darker. I was like, man, I've aged. But looking at this now, I'm stood in the window on the video and I look like I do now, really. Apart from the glasses, hang on. Yeah, there's not a lot of difference there. So definitely the month off of beer was the cause of it. Yeah, one of the other vlogs I watched, we ate lamb shanks. And it looked amazing. So I might cook lamb shanks tomorrow. Because the weather's just cold enough for winter food. And but we do have the sunshine. Slow cooked lamb shanks. Could do. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be an idea. Wow, anyone remember this one? We went into town to watch the Giants for the last time. There's some really good footage on that day. As promised, big fish and chip dinner.
It's Friday.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Friday fish day.
Any excuse to have fish and chips. Anyway, tuck-in time. Weekend is here. I can have much needed sit on the couch and do nothing. Now today, actually, I'm going to cook. Because I keep watching mackerel vlogs, I keep seeing the stuff I did cook and go, ooh, I could just go that today. And I think I mentioned last week, did I mention it earlier in this vlog? I mentioned lamb shanks. Did I mention it? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I wanted lamb shanks. They didn't have any in Asda, which seems to be the common thing nowadays. But I did get a lamb shoulder. So I'm going to do slow cooked lamb shoulder in red wine and whatever's in the cupboard. You know, old fashioned style. Put it in a slow cooker, grab stuff out of the cupboard and throw it in. It's the return of the slow cooker. Why is it so far zoomed in? It's the return of the slow cooker. Yeah, I need to clean the lid. It's been in the cupboard for a little while. We seem to have more pan lids than we do have pans, so at some point I'm going to have to sort that out. Interesting. In other news, my cheap Asda loppers broke after the first use, so I've swapped them out for a slightly more. I'm hoping these will last a bit long. I'm of the opinion, you buy cheap tools the first time, if it breaks you buy a better, more expensive one. So I bought a very cheap tool and that failed immediately, so I swapped it out and got a better one. These are still cheap, they're only 18 quid, but they do look a lot more, shall we say, ruggedized. And the handles feel already better. So we'll see how we get on with these. If these break, then we'll blow the budget. This is just for chopping back, if I run it into the kitchen, things like that privet bush there. And those, you can see loads of sprouted like trees coming up down there. And it'll just mash them. The last set mashed them for about half an hour. And then where like the handles had been welded, the weld just failed and they snapped. Also, I bought a new garden saw. Just this fold away thing. Actually, it's not a fold away one, this one is it? No, I think this is the handle adjusts. Yeah, that's good for well. There's a load of bits of like tree trunk and stuff from this old tree up the back there, so I just want to cut them up and we'll probably just throw them in the green bin or burn them depending on the size. The green bin I think can go up to like 3 or 4 inches diameter, like branches, so that's quite big. Most of them are probably fit in there just fine. Yeah, my lamb shoulder almost didn't fit in the slow cooker. We're still on that small slow cooker that we've had for years now. I was going to use the air fryer, but I've heard that they don't make great slow cookers. This slow cooker does make a great slow cooker. Because it's a slow cooker, how many times can I say the word slow cooker? First thing to add is lamb stock, but I don't have any lamb stock, so we're using vegetable stock. It'd be right. Then 1 full bottle of red wine. I'm only drinking, it's one of those little sample red wine bottles. Handbag red wine. The kind of red wine you can store on a holster on a belt. Just break out of a party breaks out. I'll also add some mint and rosemary and some salt and pepper, and then I think I'm just going to leave this on like that. Can't think of anything else it might need. Maybe onion, but I'm not that fussed. I did add lashings of garlic and Worcester sauce as well. Put Worcester sauce in everything I cook for some reason. Cake, Worcester sauce. Ice cream, Worcester sauce. Gemma doesn't know it yet, but I saw these tulips in Asda and I thought they looked really pretty, so I bought some. They go nice in our living room with the purple. Hello. You alright, Chief? And Pixie Pops is here in the window. Hello. Hello, sweet pea. Cutie, look at her whiskers. She's got fab whiskers, considering she had none when we got her. She is asleep in this box. Look at the cardboard off him down here again. Maybe I have to hoover the floor later. Cleaned the fish tank last week. Didn't show it because it's just cleaning a fish tank. Tetra is still doing good, so we probably need to consider getting more at some point. The Tetra have got quite cheeky actually. For the longest time they kind of ignored us and just hid at the back because there's not enough for them. There needs to be at least 6 in there, so we do need to get some more. But they've kind of got a bit chill about it now. So every time they see one of us come over to the tank, they're like, ooh, ooh, might be food coming. Lid goes up, then they get excited, drop some food in, and they just dirt all over the place. It's super cute. I should point out as well that the tulips are up on the top of the TV cabinet because we know the cats don't go up there. Tulips can be harmful to cats, so we keep them out of the way. It's decided I'm going to do the gardens today. I'll just mow the lawn, because if I don't mow it today it's just going to be more difficult next week. I also do need to replace the windscreen wipers on the car, so regardless of the fact that I'm not going to wash it, I still need to do things to it. You planning on helping with the gardens? No? Never mind then. Well, the trick definitely is to get it done sooner rather than later. That would normally take me hours because I'd be doing it in May, going, oh, I should have done this ages ago. Well, it took me, what, 15-20 minutes? Still not 100% on what we're doing with this part of the garden now that it's all clear. Yeah, it's obviously needs fences. We definitely get a boundary fence with the neighbours sorted, but we need to go further back and fence around there as well. I'm just not sure how to tackle that right now in the cheapest way possible, just to get us through this summer. Nobody ever goes behind there, so it shouldn't really be an issue. So that's what happened with the old fence panels, what's left of them. As you can see, not in the best condition. I think when we moved them out to get the tree sorted, that just basically unseating them just basically ruined them. So yeah, they were all on the way out and that just speeded the process up. There's so much junk in this garden, I really need to do something with it. I said there's so much junk, to be honest, most of it's wood that can either be hidden up the back of the garden out of the way. Just these bits just need to go on the tip. Just don't want to put them in the back of the car because they'll be full of spiders. But yeah, I'm going to move these fence panels up the back, but I'm just going to take my time doing it. I don't want to overexert myself with them. Thinking this year might be a new year for barbecue. We really want to get a gas barbecue, and we nearly did last year. But there were shortages of propane gas. Propane that they run on? Anyway, there were shortages of the gas that they run on, so I didn't. And we carried on using this, but it's got very rusty since then. Yeah, the cover blew off in the storms, and then the rust just got to it. Managed to miss mowing over the bluebells, but now I just need to litter pick around here. Wind stuff blown in the wind. That's actually one thing I did buy about a month ago. I bought a litter pick. It just makes doing the front garden so much easier, and plus we can take it with us because I've joined the corporate social responsibility team at work, so we can get involved with some volunteering and tidying and things like that, and just educational stuff, so that should be good fun. Alright, fence issues aside, that doesn't look too bad now. It's really opened the garden up getting rid of the tree though, hasn't it? Everything's going to grow like crazy. Well, we can plant down here now, you see. We never used to be able to because we had those big conifers. So that might be something we can consider in future as well. The fences do lean on that side, but they've been leaning since we moved in 15 years ago, and they haven't leaned any more than they currently have, so I think they're well bedded in. Thanks for your help, Pixie. Did you just shake your head at me? And dinner's done. Also, Gemma's home. You alright, sweetie?
Yeah.
You ready to tuck in?
I'm starving and cold.
Alright, we'll catch up later. Blimey, you inhaled that tea, didn't you?
I did. That's my favourite tea. A lamb roast with loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of meat sauce.
Did you enjoy it? Good. So, beer of the week. Back for another round.
We just having one beer this week?
No.
Or we're going to have multiple beers of the week?
Okay, it's our beer. One of the beers of the week is the Damn Lemon.
Cerveza and limon.
So we think this is an Estrella beer.
6 parts beer to 4 parts lemon.
So it's like a sort of shandy then. So
3.2% value.
You give it a whirl and see what it's like. I'm just going to have to stand there with the battery running out on the camera.
Tastes like a shandy.
Right, okay. Give it a whirl.
A nice summery beer, actually. If I wasn't lying on the couch
Yeah.
with my blankets.
That's definitely a
It's a
sit in the garden in the
it's
sunshine.
roasting hot Spain beer.
What would you rate it?
It's pleasant. I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd go about the same.
It's not unpleasant. It's pleasant. I'd drink
it's
it.
not challenging beer, is
No,
it?
but I'd drink it again. It's an easy drinker.
Basic
But
lager with
it
a
would
lot
be
of lime in
nice
it.
sat in the garden with a barbecue going.
Yeah.
Sort of beer.
Well, anyway, back to TV. Good morning.
Morning.
You alright?
Yeah.
You have a nice evening last night? We were in bed quite early, weren't you, Sweet Pea?
I was tired.
I didn't stay up too late either. We're having bacon breakfast.
Bacon breakfast.
Bacon breakfast for Butty. And red velvet cooked coffee. Smells more like cake than coffee. Enjoy, anyway. I'll leave you to your phone.
I'm doing the shopping, actually.
Okay. Right. We're heading out for a walk. We'll take you on the phone camera. If we see anything good, we'll show you. I think we're going to go to some garden centres, look for some plant ideas for the garden. First stop, as usual, as far as garden centres, is Dobbies near Southport. Have a little look around, see if we can see some plants. I'm saying first stop like I know there's going to be more, we might not. Yeah, or we might just go home and give up.
There's no cakes here anymore.
No, there isn't. Of course, we come here because we can look at the fish at Maidenhead Aquatics. Lots and lots of fish. We did see some tetra. We don't want live burrs, though. So tetra are good for choice for us. These guppies are live burrs. Oh yeah, Gemma found this. Thanks. Got loads of little baby platies in it. Tiny little ones. You can't even see them on the screen, bro. Bit of window shopping for new bird feeders. These are a bit pricey, to be honest, but Dobby's always is a little bit more expensive. That one's nice. Bit overly fancy for the garden though. Although the price isn't much more than some of the others. We found a cheeky robin in here. I think he's just hopped off though. He's certainly singing to us. We're looking at shrubberies. I feel like that life guarantee would come with some challenges if I start planting stuff. Spiky plants. Also liking, you can't really hear it too well now, but the contrast of garden centre and Gangster's Paradise in the background. It's a special version of Gangster's Paradise called Gardener's Paradise. There's an early butterfly. And these rhododendrons. Gemma's now planning tiki garden.
I like that one actually.
Elephant. We have a quick look route around a lot more independent garden centre now. Yeah, definitely come to an independent place than Dobbies. It's like half the price at least.
Got a great
And the plants are in as good, if not better condition.
Yeah, this goes for 1.5 litres.
We aren't buying today, we're just getting ideas. Azaleas seem to be quite popular. Which we want to go native, but we're struggling to find native, so we need to do more research. We've got a couple in our heads, but we've not seen any yet. That one looks a bit wilted. Like some dusky maiden.
Bush, a bushy
Spread
shrub, more
2 metre.
compact and rounded. Oval, deep purple leaves turning red in autumn. Pink coloured, height 2 metres.
Yeah, best on a well-drained site. I don't know if it's well-drained at the back. The blue maid. 1 to 5 to 3 metres is our limit. We don't want to have something where we end up with another massive tree. Well, our little shopping trip is complete. We got some bird feeders. Pretty much the exact same ones I've just thrown away, but they were about 5 years old, so that'll do. And we got some ideas for the back of the garden as well. Something to screen the back of the garden off. So we'll probably pick that up when we get the back sorted. So the idea I had for the back of the garden that we saw, actually, I might be able to demonstrate. Can you see the really bad sheds over there? And they've got the bamboo screening against them. That bamboo screening along the back there is a nice, cheap and cheerful way to cover it all up until we can either afford something better, or in 10 years time we realise that we never bought anything better and just left it as it was. But yeah, I think that's going to work quite well for us, and it's like B&M Bergen, sell it for like 20 quid. Additionally, all of our bird feeders are now out. The 2 new ones are there. We are going to get a new bird table, I think, this year, as the top of that one's all rotten. The bottom of that's all rotten, and all the bits in between are pretty much rotten. And also I just need to find the old stand. We're going to move the bird tables and stuff down the back of the garden now. We're going to put some more wood chip on the floor, and we'll look at getting those bushes in there. It'll look pretty nice when it's done, I think. We have a nice little animal friendly area, bird friendly area. Catching up on our 2019 January vlogs again, and also
Gemma's home.
Gemma's home. Gemma's been home most of the weekend, but Gemma's provided me with a delicious chicken dinner.
Winner, winner.
Thank you, honey.
Have some knives and forks.
Knives and forks, and also hungry cats watching. Actually, not watching. I was a bit surprised by that. Anyway, tuck-in time. Well, I think before we shut off this vlog for the week, we'll do one more beer of the week, shall we? Someone actually asked if I was going to try this on Twitter, so I have to. It's not my decision, I'm afraid. I was pushed to make this decision. Yes, this is the Maduro from Cigar City in Florida. That I frequently drink while we're over there, so we drink that in usually in Uno on iDrive, but also some places in Disney do have it. One is the Yachtsman. It's delicious. Let's see if it travels well. That's the question, isn't it? If it doesn't travel well, then maybe I'll just wait until we go to Florida in future. Oh, it travels well, alright. This is like a 4.5, 4.75 beer for me. This is like the highest rating I give beers. It's delicious. The only thing I did find in Cigar City were a craft brewery. They were actually bought out by Oscar Blues, I think it is. Quite a while back that. But last summer, or maybe fairly recently, they actually, for some reason, got bought out by Monster. So maybe in future I'll have Maduro Monster. Yes, the energy drink company. That's a bit of an interesting purchase. It looks like some of the energy drink companies are trying to get into alcoholic beverages now. No, I think I'll stick with the Maduro and I won't be buying the Monster. Anyway, I'll see you later. It's Monday night. If anything happens over the course of the rest of Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be back. If not, we'll close out on Wednesday, as we normally do. So, before we end this week's vlog off, I thought I'd put some batteries back in our R2 droid and see what Pixie thought. So our droid's got a personality chip in it, so it's not making the standard R2 noises. We have a couple of them, don't we? We could pick some more up when we go to Galaxy's Edge. I haven't made him move so much yet because I just wanted to get used to him. Oh, sorry, Pix. She seems pretty chill. The other cats used to hate this droid. Oh, she's not so sure now. She looks a little bit on
Are we
edge.
going to kill him?
Keep pressing that top button, it doesn't do anything. There's the remote for it. You'll be familiar with that if you've seen the Galaxy's Edge stuff. Oops. X. Oh, we'll stop playing with him now. Are you not so sure? Are you? She's
doesn't
pretty
run
chill
away.
about it. Like, I mean,
Well, the cats will run away. I don't know where Reggie.
yeah,
Reggie's
Reggie will be.
He's
Oh,
in
he's
his bed.
asleep. He's not even bothered.
He's just watching her.
And in here is his personality chip, which I think you have to turn him off. Pull that out. Can't even get my fingers in there. There's his personality chip. Now he has no personality, like me.
Is it just R2 now?
Now we turn him back on again. We press the button now. A bit more familiar sounding.
Do you know what noise he doesn't do though that he should? When he screams and it happens to him.
He just ran into a box in the
Can
kitchen.
he bring us drinks in?
Yeah.
This is tray.
He does have a drink serving
We've
tray
got on the
upstairs,
drinks
yeah.
in the tray, didn't he? Oh, there's Reg.
See, Reggie's just like, this is interesting. Let's not bring it too close. So with that, getting annoying, that's the end of the week. What is it the end of?
The Sleekly vlog.
That's the end of the weekly vlog.
The weekly vlog.
Yeah. You had a nice week.
Yeah, alright.
And the weekend was pleasant enough,
Of
wasn't it?
course, yeah.
We
All persons shopping around
yeah.
garden
I enjoyed
centres.
walking around the garden centre. It was nice. Just needed afternoon tea, maybe.
Yeah, we should have
a
cake
scone.
and coffee, shouldn't we, somewhere?
Yeah. And I just needed to like have a nice, comfortable cardigan with patches on the sleeves
Flat cap.
and a flat cap. Yeah. And a monocle. So yeah, what are we doing next weekend? Well, next weekend you're doing the National, aren't
I'm
you?
off to the National, yeah.
So, well, basically it's Wednesday now, and Gemma's off for the rest of the week, aren't you? I should have booked some time off myself. I'm shattered. So yeah, we'll do some vlogging in between all that, I'm sure.
We'll
And,
do something on Sunday.
yeah, do something on Sunday, even if it is more garden work or relaxing. I've been quite enjoying doing the garden actually.
Yeah,
I've got
me
like a
too.
vision in my head now of what it's going to look like.
The weather, unfortunately, is not supposed to be so good this
Oh, okay
weekend,
then. So maybe we'll just stay on the couch and drink beer. But either way, we'll see you next weekend. Bye.
Bye.